Okay, can we just talk a little bit about my reaction to the Bachelor finale last night? Oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, I don't know if anybody else saw this, picked up on this, felt this, but for me, throughout the entire season, I felt like Arie was with Becca because she was more of like a BFF, like his pal. Like he loved hanging out with her, they did fun things, she was a fun girl to be around. But I didn't actually see him being like madly in love with her like I did with Lauren. And I was so dumbfounded when he actually chose Becca to take to the end, because clearly he was not going to get over Lauren like that. I mean, it was not going to be some like, oh, okay, I said goodbye to her and now I'm engaged to Becca and we're going to live happily ever after. Like, I totally saw that coming a mile away. But oh my gosh, I just can't believe what a douchebag he is.
Okay, and then as we saw, like, through the entire finale, he's sitting there, like, professing his love to both of these women, which I get. I mean, I get how you can have feelings of love for two people, possibly. I mean, not that I ever have, but I get that in this kind of format and in this scenario that you could potentially fall in love with more than one person. But I just can't believe, like, how well he sold it. Like, he was selling it equally well to both of them. It wasn't even like any one of them had a slight hesitation or doubt about anything. I mean, he was just selling that love. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
How could you do it, Arie? How could you do that and still look at yourself in the mirror every day? I'm just disgusted.
So anyway, we get to watch tonight after the final rose. And, you know, I like Lauren. I really thought from the very beginning when he started to develop feelings for her, I'm like, oh, she's the one. And she was actually in my top 5. I didn't pick her for the final rose, but she was in my top 5. And I could see how they were going to end up together. I could see it clearly before he even could, literally. I mean, like, probably many of us could. And so I'm just, like, pissed. Like, why would you go through all of that and then, like, go home with Becca, you know, and freaking sleep with her many nights, probably, many days and nights, and then, like, just to say, oh, yeah, well, you know what? I kind of want to see if I can make it work with this other girl that I just dumped. Like, are you kidding me? Who does that? But, you know, I knew from the very beginning of this whole season, like, that he was a douche. I mean, he had, like, this aura and this attitude of, like, this badass race car driver. And, like, I don't know. I just didn't get a good sense from him. I didn't get a good feeling. And so I'm not surprised that it ended up this way. I'm just surprised at really how it all played out. Like, totally avoidable. He could have totally gotten the same result but taken a different route to get there. And I just don't know how, really, if I were Lauren, like, they should have ended up together. Okay, no doubt. I feel like they should have. But if I were Lauren, I wouldn't go back to him. Like, I just couldn't, and I don't know how she's going to face like the public and just all the scrutiny that, I don't know. I feel for her because she's a beautiful girl. And, you know, she got her heart broken and I feel so bad. And I mean, I know Becca did too, but, and I believe, and my thing is watching this last night, I was like, yes, I agree with you, Arie. You've got to follow your heart. Like, I totally get that. But you should have known that, like, yesterday. I mean, that's information that would have been helpful to Becca yesterday. Like, you don't go through a whole get up like that and then just call it off. Like, I'm speechless.
I mean, hey, if you're not feeling it, you're just not feeling it, and I get that. I just feel like this is one big mess that he could have totally still gotten the girl that he wanted and that he should have ended up with. But but not hurt somebody else in the process so badly. I mean, I just don't think he was really forthcoming in telling Becca and making her feel like what he loved about her. I mean, I think he loved having her as like a pal, you know, like a gal pal. I don't think he was in love with her, like, romantically. I just really don't feel it.
Okay, so then, I mean, he wants to tell Becca in person, obviously, you know, wants to break up in person. He tells her all this shit sitting on the couch, and then he has the audacity to be like, can you just talk to me for a few minutes? I mean, really, what are you going to say? Like, what? It's a bad breakup, dude. You're not going to be able to salvage, like, do you really want to be friends with this person? Like, are you going to invite her to the wedding? I mean, are you going to think she's going to just be your BFF and, like, you're going to update her on how things are with me and Lauren? Like, I just didn't get why he was waiting around after he broke her heart into a million little pieces, you know, and then he expects her to, like, come out of the bathroom from her sobbing and, like, ask her, like, do you need a few minutes to yourself, or do you just want me to go? Are you kidding me? Like, what? Need a few minutes to yourself for what? What? And then so I can talk to you about this, like, so I can try to convince you to stay? No. Bye, Felicia. If you want to go. I just don't understand why he stuck around. Like, make a clean break, say your piece, be a jackass. Like, you're not going to get to leave and have, this is, if I were Becca, I'd be like, you're not going to get to leave, okay, and have me still think that you're this wonderful person because we talked about it. So, anyway, needless to say, I'm really looking forward to the episode tonight after the final rose. I can't imagine, like, being Becca and being in the same room with Arie and not wanting to smash his head in. I mean, and then Lauren, like, how do you recover from that? I mean, how does any person who respects themselves take somebody back like that? And especially in that way, like, I just wouldn't feel good about it. I know there's a ton more that can be said about this whole thing, but let me know your comments. What do you think? I'd love to know your reaction to this whole season of Bachelor and the dramatic ending that it had. Drop them in the comments. Until next time.